All right. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name is Odum. Happy Monday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Was pretty busy here for me over the weekend, putting together a proposal for the potential new client that we're hoping to land. And we'll see what happens. If we land it, great. If we don't, that's okay too. It's, you know, it's one of those things, you can't really control. If it happens, it happens. Great. If not, that's okay. We got other things that we're working on. We're busy doing that. And then, of course, making some more components. So one thing I should mention today, of course, if you're new here, my name's Odum, and every Monday through Friday, we live stream, we get together and we work on building ourselves a business or company that's going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. Last year, we made just under, slightly under 100,000, like 96 or 98 or something like that. This year, we're aiming for 250K. We'll see what happens. And one thing that's going to be a little bit different here is that I did start every Monday starting the live stream or doing the live stream recapping the previous week. So basically doing a, just like a weekly rundown and a weekly review of what the business is going, almost just like a staff meeting. I was like, hey, what worked last week? What didn't work? How do we go forward using the data and the information that we gathered from last week? So what I wanted to do and what I'm going to be doing is I really enjoy doing those, and I think they're very, very important. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull them out of the live stream, and I'm going to make those more into weekly recap videos that'll be a little bit more edited or whatever, that are just more streamlined and to the point, because I think that'll be better for people to be able to review them and I don't know, just see them in a very clear and concise way, as opposed to me trying to tell stories through a live stream, which ends up usually taking 20 minutes to say 2 minutes kind of thing, because if I start rambling or if there's any comments or whatever the case may be. So that's how I'm going to do those weekly reviews moving forward. And also, one of the big things that I want to make sure that I get done very, very soon this week, I wanted to get it done like 2 weeks ago, but it's been so busy with doing client work and trying to, this prepping and doing this proposal for this other client as well too. So I've been very busy with that. And of course, there's been a few things that have happened at home too, which we're certainly going to be talking about here, how to deal with, especially as a single entrepreneur and the single person in a family that is responsible for making the money for the entire family. How do you deal with situations that arise, which can very easily pull you away from the work that you need to do? So how do you handle those types of situations? Very crazy stuff happening last week. But everything thankfully worked out in the end. But we'll be talking about that, and I think that's going to end up being in the more edited type videos that we're going to be releasing here on the channel. So, and maybe keep the live streams. Well, I still have some ideas on what we can do on these live streams. I was thinking maybe if there's a way to combine a live stream with kind of like a podcast or interviewing people that are starting their own business or what have you. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Or maybe it'll just stick to specifically just doing the work in the business. I don't know. Just like, hey, you gotta sit down for 4 hours and just do work. So, let's get to it. I don't know. I'm not sure where to go. But if you have any ideas on what you'd like to see me do on these live streams, on these live streams, in relation to what it's like trying to build a company, then by all means, do let me know. Anyways, so today, like I said, we're going to get into going over and building footer components. At least I think that's what it said in the description. So we're very, very close to being done our final, our final release of getting the number of components we want to an acceptable level that we're going to feel comfortable with promoting and marketing Pixel Pieces. And we have the footer area to do, which we're going to get done today. We're going to design our footer sections. And I do know, looking here, we've done contact forms, we've done hero sections, we've done layouts, we've done the navigation, we've done the pricing. So we only have review pages, team pages, and testimonial pages to do to redesign. So I think we can get those done between Monday and Tuesday. We should be able to get all of that stuff done. And that leaves us the rest of the week to work in Webflow to actually take these designs and build them within Webflow. And that actually, I think I work faster in Webflow than I work in Figma. So that one should go. I mean, it's still going to take a long time to do. It's going to probably take a full 4 or 5 days to do. And then by Monday, have everything ready to go and have us up to, 350, 400 components or what have you. Okay. So with all that being said, let's take a quick look at our Figma. Actually, not going to be quick look. We're just going to be kind of hanging out here for the rest of the day. But here's what I did over the weekend for pricing sections. So maybe we can start. I'll just go over this real quick because it's not nothing too critical here. But what I did is I made these individual kind of cards here where we have your basic, we have this, how many different versions? I think we have 7 different versions here. We have this one here, which has an icon to the right side. This one here, which has an icon kind of in the middle. We have this one, which just has a few, features, whatever, below the Get Started button. This one here has just kind of a 2-column feature section. This one over here is a super, super simple, just kind of the title and then the price. This one here is another simple one, but just having everything kind of centered. It's fairly similar. I think it's actually identical to this one, except it's centered, which is okay because we want people to be able to filter by items that are centered versus left aligned. And then this one over here has just has more check marks, a little bit of text here, and then also has some X's as well too. So yeah, those are the 7 different versions. So if you look at our pricing tables, I just made them have an initial heading and each of the different pricing table or pricing card options. So there's 7 of them. And then we went to a 2-column version and then having a regular version, then one with like a most popular tag. So I did that for each of the different ones. And some of them have different designs based on what I think kind of looks the best or what would look the best. Right. And then, yeah, so all of them, there's 2 of each. And then I did them as well with having an actual switcher for monthly or yearly pricing. So the reason why I have these differently is because the way that they're going to be designed in Webflow is that when it has a switcher, it's going to have a tab. So having this here versus like this one with or without a tab, it's completely different because this one's not going to be in an actual tab structure, and this one will be. So it might look like, oh, there's not much there, just remove the switcher. But because I'm not going to be programming them with JavaScript or anything like that, just because we don't know what the user is going to want to do, so maybe they want to do that. So we're going to have the switcher being done using tabs. So anyway, so did that for all of them, and then again repeated everything with 3 columns. So you have the regular 3 columns with the most popular, and then 3 columns with a price switcher as well. And if people want this one with 3 columns, then they can just delete this most popular thing. So no sweat there. So basically, yeah, just did all that, and then I just did a couple, or just one that has a 4-column. Just one that's kind of a thinner, more simple version of a pricing table. So that's what we have here for our pricing table. So anyways, let's just get into Figma here. So we have pricing, and we need to go to, we need to create a new page. There's lots of stuff that I need to do to organize all these pages and create this into a really, really nice Figma file, which I'm going to be making available to you guys to be able to just download and just have at it as well too. For those of you that are part of Pixel Pieces. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's create a new page, and we're going to call this footer. And we're going to start with, as always, our frame, and we're just going to call this footer 1. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with even something that's a little more simple than even these ones that we have here. So, right. So how should we do this? And we have to think of the icons as well too for social media. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay. Let's go to navigation here for a second. And we're going to copy a few things here. I want to copy this logo. In fact, let me just copy this whole navigation bar here. Let's copy that. Let's go to footer and then let's paste. So, oh, it's a logo placeholder. Okay, that's perfect. So we got that there. And we delete that from the menu. Delete that. Okay. All right. So, just trying to think of simple navigation here. And we'll start simple and then maybe work to the more complex. Or is it better to start with the more complex and then we could use that and pare it down to something that is more complex? I think either way can work. Okay, we need social media icons. So, right. So we have this one, and I really dislike these social media icons because they're just different from what the actual icons are. So what should we do? What should we do for social media icons? Should we use placeholders or should we get the real thing? Geez, I know. Let me look at this plugin here. I know they have, I think they have social media icons here, don't they? I don't see anything. Social media icons. Do I have a social media icon set that I think will be okay to use? 150 social media companies. Where do I have this? I have a Figma file here. Hang on a second. I wonder if I thought I had. Sorry, I know I have some client stuff here that I don't want to accidentally flash. I'm just looking to see. Right. So we have this thing here. Okay. So we have this file here, which we did purchase, and it's got a bunch of social media icons, and I think this is what we're going to want to use. So I wonder if we can, whoops, what did I just do? I think I just pasted something in there. That was weird. I wonder, can I copy? I'm just going to copy these into here just so I can access them. Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. Copy, paste. And what else do we want to, what do we typically showcase for social media? I think we have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, right? Maybe LinkedIn. Let's copy that one. Okay, I only need it once. TikTok, sure, why not? Some people like that. Kevin, how's it going? Howdy, welcome. How you doing? How's your weekend? And how was your run? That's always fun. So I know you got those new and it was like was it just like water holders or something like that? I think you got. Yeah, okay. So we got TikTok. We want YouTube as well. Okay, I think that's going to be in a different section here. Right, great run. New water bottle was a success. Right on. That's awesome. Yeah, always good to keep up the physical activity, as we were talking about not too long ago. I wish I liked running. I guess it was maybe more because I always get shin splints, and my knee also gives out pretty quickly. So maybe that's why. But I hop on the bike, so I mean, that's my running. It's going on the bike. I think this is all that we want. Yeah, I definitely think this is good. Yeah. Okay, so we can use that as our icons. Okay, so all right. So we're thinking about a minimal footer. I wonder if we should go with something a little bit more complex right now. I think we're okay. So let's just maybe do a couple more services. Services. And I don't know, I guess a contact. Does it make sense to have contact in the footer page? No, we could have it there because it could always link to a contact page. But again, at the end of the day, that's not what's really important. This is just kind of showcasing the look and feel here. Okay. So yeah, super simple here. Okay, so we have our menu, and let's do, I guess let's just do a social thing here. Insert Facebook. What is the size? 24 by 24. Yeah, that's good. Let's keep that there. Actually, I think we could just easily drag these in. Instagram. LinkedIn, yeah, his businesses use LinkedIn, and I guess TikTok, I guess. Okay, so we'll throw these in. We're gonna put them in, Shift A, put them in a frame. Where'd Facebook go? Something happened. Oh, it's in its own frame. Okay, weird. We'll just throw that in there. Okay, and delete that frame. Okay, we're going to take all of these and we're going to change them into a different color. Now, what color should we make them? Originally I have them in the primary color of the, of the project, but I think that's not good. I think we should make it, I don't know. I mean, we could make it almost black. We could make it our dark color. Yeah. It's always a little tough to say what it should be. Well, It's a lot of logos too. Need to spread the distance a little bit more. This TikTok one looks out of place just because it's a lot thinner than the other ones. Yeah, I don't know what color we should have it. We'll just leave it like this for now, and we could always change it later. I mean, it's super easy to change. And let's just take this whole thing and yeah, let's put it in a frame. We're just gonna call this just the whole footer, I guess. Actually, we'll just do yeah, for now. I think this will be okay. But what we want to do, you can give it a specific width, and give it our specific width of desktop. But we want to there we go. Oops, I didn't want to do that. What did I just do? Oh my goodness. Just want to grab this to move. There we go. Well, we can center it right here. And this centering is a little different. So let's actually take this frame. We'll just call this social media links. And I'm actually going to give it a specific width. So it's 204. So we're going to make this logo. I need to put it in a container, basically, because I want it. Let's go Shift A, and then we'll just say logo, because we want it to be the same width, 204. So that way, or is that actually how we want to do it? I don't think it matters. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of when you're centering an object to make sure that it's super centered. And I guess that, yeah, see how you change the width here? Like it's the way that the audio layout is working is it's having the same space between each of the elements. And if the elements are different sizes, then the spacing is going to be off. And then this menu is not going to be center aligned. So we want this one to be the same size as this one right over here. So yeah, so we got to do this, and we got to put it to 204 as well. And that aligns the menu. But it does make the spacing different between like the home and logo versus contact and the first Facebook icon. But again, it's centered. So what makes the most sense? You can set 3 frames within it that are all equal size and then add the content inside. Oh, that's another way of doing it, eh? So like instead of, well, let's see, we got in here. Can we do that? Because we got these 3 things in here. Can we set their width to be like 33% of the main container? Set 3 frames within it that are all equal size. So, but there's a problem with that. If they're all equal size, we're still going to have issues because we don't want this thing to fold in on itself if this is even wider than what these are going to be. If that makes any sense, right? If they're not of equal size. Like say we added another service here or another thing here where it was, you know, shop. This is already going to be taking like probably half the size of the whole container itself. But anyways, this is not too critical because again, we're just really talking about the design of it and how it's actually going to be developed in Webflow. Will definitely be responsive and all that jazz. But yeah, so we have this one. So let's center that for now. Let's just come up with, just put a pin in this one just for a second. And let's do our, I think this is going to be consistent in all of our footers because again, this could be easily deleted if you don't want it, if you're cutting and pasting our components. is to have an address section for like for your company or business or whatever the case may be. So we can put in, what was the demo one that I put in here? Right. So put in the name of the company. Well, this is just because it's like a business, which is fine. We'll do that, this one, and this one we'll make it, yeah, default is fine. Of course, we want our text to be a heading. And actually, we're going to unlink this one and make it bold. I almost think that I should probably have another text style for something that's bold. I feel like that would make more sense. In fact, it would make more sense because then I don't have to worry about unlinking them and then adding that style because I can't change that across the whole Figma file. Yeah, there's going to be some improvements that we're going to make to this at some point. Okay, so anyways, 1, 2, 3, Parker Street, and we'll just say Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, and postal code. Yeah, we don't have zip codes. We got postal codes. And what else do we want to put? Let's see what else I have on here. Like terms of service and copyright. Okay. Actually, that's pretty much it. In fact, I didn't even put the postal code, so I kind of like, not having that because it's kind of silly. Nowadays, no one's going to be mailing anything unless there's like a dedicated contact page which has all that stuff on. Don't think it's necessary to have that on the footer. But I like how it has this secondary like terms of service and policy, and then the copyright. So I like that. So let's create that. So this one here, typography, you're just going to be our default, and color is secondary. Actually, we're gonna put this is an auto layout. We're gonna call this just address. Okay, and we're gonna go here. No, we want to go here to this menu. I want to copy this menu. And so what do we have? We have like terms of service, maybe just terms. And then privacy and sitemap. Shop contact. Actually, in these ones, so I kind of like in here that it's showing like the blue color for a link. Actually, if we go in here, what does it show? Yeah, it's still, I like that. So let's do that. I think we should keep that consistent. So let's, it's still the same. We just need a different fill type. And I guess we're going to go with our blue color. And we're going to, what do we want to do with this text? We actually want to also have it underlined, right? And where can I do that? It's not letting me. Why not? It should be here. I mean, if I unlink it, is it going to give me more options? Yeah, it is. Okay, interesting. All right, let's copy these ones so I don't have to redo that for all of them. And sitemap. And this is just legal menu, I guess. I don't know. And one last thing. Whoop. No, not. Forgetting my macros. Okay, here we go. This is for copyright. Ugh, move out of the way, please. Okay. So what's the alt code for copyright? I keep thinking 246, but that's no. Alt 0246 maybe. No. Alt 0169. That's it. There we go. Copyright 2024, whatever year this is. Excellent. You can be. What is the width? Oh, there we go. Auto width, auto height, right. Okay. So this is going to be different for different, when we're thinking for different footers, but we'll still put it in auto layout, I think. Okay. Address, legal, and then copy. What do we even call this stuff? This is all, I don't know. Maybe 16. I'm gonna call it something. It's like the footer's footer. Just company, or just maybe details. We'll just call it details. Because not every website is, of course, like a company website. And should we, if I go back here, let's go back for a second. Yeah, I feel like we'll just put a little bit of a divider line here. And our width is going to be, again, we're going to use our variables here, keep everything consistent, and stroke just 1 pixel is fine. And something, I think we use 200 for our like very light borders. 1, 2, I think. Okay, I'm gonna call this. This is just the header part of the footer. If that makes any sense. And then we're gonna align this, another auto layout, and this is the whole kind of container for footer 1. Again, at some point, this might just end up being a component. Let's see, 16 times 4 times 3, maybe 48. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. So we have something like that as a footer. Okay, so let's organize this a little bit. And yeah, I'm going to need to figure out what I can and can't do with these other, like with these things that I've purchased, whether I could quote unquote, not like resell them, because not like I'm selling them individually, but them using them in products that I am selling. So I just have to look at what the license is that I have, that I purchased this, whether I can actually include these, you know, in here basically. I could see it being not a big deal for the Figma file, but well, actually maybe it might be. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to figure that out. Okay, so that's our footer. That's one of them anyways. That's a simple one. So let's duplicate this. And this one is actually going to be super simple because the difference here, instead of it being center aligned, we want this one to be left aligned. So we're going to take the logo and the menu. We're going to shift that one into a frame. And this logo, we're going to make its width just to be just a hug. And the difference here, maybe just one. No, let's make, what's the difference? What's the difference here? We got 24. Okay, so then we're going to at least need 24 in between here. Good. Yeah, super straightforward. Actually, hang on. Let's make this thing into a component. How do I do that again? I think, yeah, it's right here. All right, so that's my whole thing. Or actually, you go out here and you go you go back in here. No, in here. There. Right. So this way, you know, if I make any changes, because I don't like, say I don't like where TikTok is and I want to, you know, maybe move it around. Actually, that might make things look a little bit better, actually, right off the bat. TikTok. Geez, I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Don't need to worry so much about that, the order right now. So we're going to delete that. We're going to go here. We're going to copy and we're going to throw it into this header. There we go. Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be in a component before I start going to town? I think, yes. I think we're going to throw... Should this be in a component? Most of the time in here, they're the same. So I think yes, but there might be other times where I might just want to disassociate it from the initial component, which will be okay. So yeah, so let's make that into a component as well. And, well, let's get an instance of it, and let's drag this one up to, well, align. Can I snap? There we go. Yeah, okay. I like it. And in here, let's just throw in an instance of details. Oh, file, where are we? You didn't even go inside here. That's not good. Get in there and delete. I'll call this footer 2. Okay, are we centered nicely? Looks like it. All right. Let's keep working away. Yeah, we really need to get this done. If I have to not sleep this week, that might be where we're gonna have to go. Well, I mean, I still need sleep. Sleep's still super important. But I'm just gonna work nonstop until this whole thing is done by Monday, because I want to start marketing so badly. And definitely need to take a break from this too, because I'm doing all this designing and building, which is fine. I got no problems with it. But if I'm building the wrong thing, like, I need to get feedback from people. Like, I got to get feedback from what people are thinking and how they would use this and what makes the most sense to do, and not just go blind. So need to work on that. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. I like this centered one. Let's do, well, which one should we do next? Actually, let's make a couple different, I mean, it doesn't really matter what we do next. Let's do this footer one with this newsletter subscription and have everything kind of centered. That looks nice. Okay. So what do we have again? Let me look at that again. Right. Okay. So this one. Let's take a look at the header. We have, I just called this frame. I didn't actually call it something. We'll just call it logo and menu. Okay, so push it down here. We want everything lined up in the middle like so. We're going to take social media icons out. I don't know where to put it. Let's take it out of the whole thing for now. Oh, shoot. I forgot one thing. These icons in this navigation, I think we also want it to be underlined in blue, right? How does, if I go to navigation, just to see, yeah, this one is the same thing. Because if I go to view it, yeah, I mean, they're all, I mean, there's no styling associated with it because you want it to be a blank slate, but so that way we don't override whatever users have in their default WordPress Webflow project that they're cutting and pasting into. So how did I do it for navigation? I didn't here. So I'm going to have to update these ones as well. And we should probably put them into some type of component. So let's do that. Let's do it right here for our footer so we can just have it in there correctly. Okay, so I think we can take one of these. Let's throw it in the menu. And we'll just say home, about pricing services. Oh, no, it's not doing that right. We want to do paste, 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 paste. Home, about, services, pricing, shop, and contact. Okay. Delete. Actually, I think we can just select all four. Okay. And also, let's take this and also put this in a component. And let's create an instance of it. And you can, again, go up here. Okay. I think that's it, eh? And then here, we're going to call this header. No. Logo and menu. And in here, we're going to, let's go in here and add this instance of the menu inside. I don't like it when it goes into like the top of this whole page here or whatever, because I'm pretty sure my cursor, my pointer was in here. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Anyways, let's throw it in here and delete this one. Okay, good. Let's try that again one more time. So if I'm in here, asset, menu, insert. Yeah, it still doesn't. That's annoying. Super annoying. I guess I could maybe even just kind of drop it like this. There we go. Still annoying. Shouldn't have to do that. Okay. Oop. Okay, our distance between, I think let's maybe shorten that up a little bit. Right, okay. What else do we got going on here on the footer? Right, then we have the newsletter. And I think we could probably take some stuff from our contact forms because we got a bunch of stuff here. How many do we have? Well, not a bunch. We have 17 forms. And it's just a simple contact us. Or subscribe, which we can obviously just change. I'm trying to think of basically what we had. I think it's pretty much this is what we want, I think. Just trying to see if there's anything different. See, this is even right off the bat too. It's like I'm using this component to make another one, and I'm noticing that I don't have exactly what I want. Because this is centered, I don't have this like left aligned. I should probably make this as a left aligned one as well. All right, so we're gonna copy this and we're gonna throw it into here. Let's paste that in there. Okay, so we're gonna call this, what do we have? Well, subscribe to our newsletter. Going back to here, or join our newsletter. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I like that better. Well, this whole thing, we need this to be left, right, but it's the text itself that's left. Okay. We don't need this eyebrow, so we'll get rid of that. And we need a quote. We need a quote, and we need a movie for our footer quotes. So basically what I'm liking is every component that I'm making, well, like every, like category, like footer, navigation, whatever, I have quotes from like a specific movie. So we need a good movie to have a good quote for our footer here. I'm not sure what it should be. So our whole form here, we need to align it like that, and we want to have, I like, so we'll say free to subscribe, unsubscribe anytime with one click, and do we highlight that one? With one click. And yeah, this one will make it blue, and gotta unlink just so we could underline it. There. Perfect. Except I want to get to here. Yeah, this one, we're gonna get you into a frame, and we're going to align you like so, line up to the bottom, and that's gonna hug, and everything here also needs to hug. Actually, then is this one have a specific size? Something must have a specific size here. Yeah, let's just fill container. Or maybe hug. No, that's not what we want. But what size do we want this to be? I think this one we should fix that size, eh? Oh. You fill container. There we go. Select the whole form. There we go. Well, we could make it 600. Why not? I think I would like the distance from here to here. Let's go Shift A. This is newsletter form. This is the full thing. And let's make this spacing a whole lot smaller. There we go. I like that. Okay. So I like that. Looking good. We're going to put, oops, no, I know what we want to do. So in this whole footer, we want everything to be centered, which is good. We're going to take the form, just the form, move it up the header, get some social media icons below. I think we'll remove that line. And I think maybe here in the details, how is the text? Yeah, I think we'll just have to center the text. Yeah, because they're fill here. They're not. Yeah, if we set it to that. That'll allow us to just center everything through here. Oh, that's still not working though. Whoops. Not through there, through here. There we go. And hug contents. And then center. And I think, yeah, that's just updating this instance. Okay. Looking at this form here, I don't like the spacing. I want it a little bit smaller. In fact, a lot smaller. There we go. And this should say subscribe. Yeah. I think that pretty much encapsulates what we kind of have here. Except I do have like the terms and the privacy in a different spot, but I kind of like it how it is here, kind of at the bottom. It's kind of not in your face. But we might want to play around. Well, I don't know how much we want to play around. I'm just thinking about the distance and the separation here between the icons and everything else. I think it's okay. What do I want to do? I want to zoom out a little bit. I keep pressing the wrong key. No, I like it. If we copy and paste this, I'm thinking of one difference that we can make here. Shift A, and we are going to, put everything in like this. Right, I think I have a width here. I think I have a width problem here. Because this whole thing should be the layout of the container. And this should be what it needs to be. Okay, hang on. Let's center everything. Okay. Well, I mean, fill makes sense. I want to left align everything here. I guess it's in this logo. We can actually okay, why is it doing that? it's in the header part. Right. Let's say 32 maybe. And then we have the details below. And then for the details, we want to left align everything. Mm-hmm. All right, but everything's not fitting. So how do we make everything fit? So I think, I mean, if we change this size here, we need to make sure everything's fitting. Right, fill. I also need to fill its container. And then within the whole one here, we need to make sure everything's, yeah, pushed off to the side nicely. Okay, so, but it's not centered. So, I mean, that's okay. Well, is it okay? I mean, if we change the size, this is 411. I mean, I think it's okay if it's not, if it doesn't have that illusion of being centered. In terms of I mean, the spacing is, yeah, the spacing is the same, but because if we make this the same size, yeah, that'll work. That'll look okay. But again, yeah, if people change this. Again, this is just what this is going to look like, so it's not really about like how it's going to be programmed, right? It's not going to be programmed that they're going to be the same size. Basically, this is going to be a grid where it's going to have the two sides, and the two sides are going to be the same width. And then the content within it will remain. Okay. Well, like the content will be whatever it is that the user puts in, right? So I feel like maybe, can you even throw the social media icons below? I don't know if I like having it below the copyright, but it might make sense having it here on this side. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I like that. All right, let's have a look. That's different than actually these ones that I did. Let's do this footer 2. Let's do this one now, which is somewhat similar to what we just did, but also a little bit different. Okay. So let's copy and paste. All right. So this one on this side, it needs a little bit of a, like an introductory thing here where we have do or do not do. There is no try. So this is like, you know, I guess how would you like describe it? Just like a creed, company value, what have you. I think we'll make that text dark. Throw that in there. This menu is going to go on to the other side. And what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? We also have social media, or sorry, we have email and phone number, right? We haven't made those things yet. So let's do that now. Yeah. So assets. Yeah. Okay. Let's insert that one. Where is this one coming from? It doesn't look correct. Maybe it is. And then assets. We also want email. Yeah, that doesn't look right. What is... This is clip content. This is show content. Oh, I think because I don't have it here. That's probably what's going on. So let's just go here. It's communication. Let's just copy this. Paste it up here somewhere. Okay. And let's duplicate that. Okay. So we have the phone, and we have their email. And let's go here. Okay, so this one, we're gonna go, we're just get a text and we're gonna make just a phone number. 1902. So make a number that seems like it's real. There we go. I don't know. I just made that up, but it looks real. Looks like a real number. Okay, so call and phone number. Let's take this number and right, we gotta have the proper color for it. We want it to blue. Do we want it underlined? Actually, let's go for our text here. Do we want it underlined? I think we do. It's a link, so it's gonna have to be because that's default. So let's underline it. Oh, no, not bold. That's not what we want. We want right here, underline. Okay. And this is, we need to make, can we make that into a new style? Let's do that. Can we have a new text style? Or just call it link. Can we actually link? We'll call it default. Default underline link. Okay. 16. Yeah, that's the same thing. We want it to be underlined. And right, we can't set the color. I think that's default underline link. Create style. Maybe we can rename it to actually be, we'll just say underline because we can't do the colors. Is that the right, like the property? Ooh, font family body. Oh, that's kind of cool. Can I? All right. We can, yeah, this is much better. Okay. We don't have anything for line height. Let's do 24. Okay. So let's link this. Oops. We could link this to underline. Okay, that's much better. So now when we have another one here, which is going to be, let's say hello at pixelpieces.com. And I think, well, it already is link underline, and we just need to change the color to, no, just primary is good. Excellent. Okay. So Shift A in here. So this is call. Maybe 8 pixels. That looks good. And this is Shift A. This is email. And again, the difference here, we'll put 8. And we'll call this just, I don't know, contact info. All right, and we're going to put that contact info inside this whole section. We need to call this, this is, I don't know, this is menu and form. Oof. Okay. These guys here, we need to change. Now this is just going to be, this is just going to hug, yeah, whatever it needs to be. And we're going to put it at, I think 16 times 2. No, that's even, maybe 24. Yeah. Or do we want to, is it left justified? Or, yeah, it is, eh? So I think then, oh, we need to do it here in this menu, because that's going to have to go like this, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Actually, let's undo that for a second, because I'm going to go put this in another frame. I don't know if it makes sense to name my frames all the time. I know a lot of people don't name their frames. Menu and contact. We could left line this, and I feel like the spacing needs to be a little bit less. Okay. Let me take a quick look here. Join our newsletter, and we got our options for social media. Bam, just like that. I feel like menu. I want to throw this one in another frame, because I want to separate this a little bit more. Times maybe even like 48. Yeah, that feels much better. This is actually looks a little bit too close. Let's go 16. Yeah. Good. But we need to take a look at the colors. This is the color of the icons, and we're going to make them, I guess 900, I think will be what we have as standard. Okay. I wonder if we, why do we have 2 different colors in here? This one's 900. This one's 700. Oh, they have different colors. Well, I guess maybe we'll just make this one 700 so they're the same. Because I wonder... no, it's too light. Don't need to get bogged too down into the actual colors here. I think our colors for this is 900. So I guess we're staying consistent. I'm wondering if we should maybe lighten it a little bit. If we go here into our social media icons, and instead of 900, we do 700. I don't know if that looks better. It looks like the text, but it doesn't look like the titles. I feel like they should almost be the same, but this is 900 too. Yeah, I think it looks better when it's just black. So let's go back, or close to black anyways, right? So let's go to 900. Good. All right, so coming along. So we already have 5, and which equals the amount that we have here in Pixel right now. But I know there's quite a few, not quite a few, but a few more different variations that we want to make here. So let's get going with making these columns. I think we have time to get that done. So let's hop right to it. We're going to copy and paste this one. Now we have footer number 6. And we're going to start with, I guess, just making these different columns. I wonder how we should do this. Should we make these all individual items? I think we should, because we're going to need to do this kind of little like card tab thing over here. It's going to be the best way to do that. Yeah, okay. Let's go. So about actually no, I can keep that. Shift A to put it in a frame, so then at least right. Shift A. Okay. I'm just going to take this and put it off to the side here so I can kind of see what I wrote down about, I'm going to say support, support, I'm going to say careers, pricing, press and media, let's say our philosophy. Okay. There's going to be column menu. And I'm going to put it down. And we don't need a lot of distance in between. Maybe something like this. And we need, okay, so for each of these ones, they're underlined, yes. And we also need to give them a color. And we need this column to have a title. I think this is just like called company, or will just be called company. This is going to be body, but large. At least it should. Let's do that again. Large, and we're gonna have to break it off because we want it to be bold. And our color is going to be a heading color. And Shift A to frame that. left line, please. And in the frame itself, ooh, even this. There we go. So we have that column. I wonder if we should make, like if we made it into a component, and then we can change the text of all of them. Like, does that make sense? Like if this was a component, and then, well, then it like do show hide if there's different. I think that might be overkill. That might be. Okay, so, but I do know for this one, we're gonna do this. Let's design this little thing here, which says, you know, like now hiring, right? So we want to have that in there. So I think what we can do with this one is we can just go Shift A here again. And we're just going to put in, like, let's go now hiring, exclamation mark. This one is going to be, I mean, it's going to be small, but we're going to even unlink that one because I think we're going to want it to be even smaller, like 12. And I think we'll bold it. Color, we're going to put it at 900. And yeah, we need to fill it. So let's put it in a frame as well. So this is now hiring. Rename that. Okay. And a whole lot less spacing. We definitely don't need this much. And border radius. A little bit of a border radius. And we're going to fill it with probably the secondary color. All right. Let's maybe make this a little bit more. Darkness, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. How's it going today? Hope you had a good weekend. Glad you could make it. All right. So, all right, you're doing good. That's good to hear. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we have this frame here, careers, and then we gotta throw in this frame here of now hiring. So pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated here. Let's change the spacing. Yeah, that's good. So this is link with like what is that little now hiring thing with like alert notification? Just with notice, I guess. I know there's a name for it. I totally just can't remember. I'm going blank. So how am I doing? I'm doing well. Can't complain. It is Monday, and you know, always excited to start the new work week, and feeling pretty good because over the weekend, well, actually just this morning, over the weekend I finished a proposal for a potential client, and I sent that off this morning. So the actual budget was 25 to 32.5 K US dollars. So we'll see if we land that project. So it'll probably take a month and a half to 2 months to complete. So we'll see. So hopefully we get the contract, but if not, that's okay. We're going to keep plugging away with what we're doing here with Pixel, right? So Leo, how's it going? Welcome. Happy Monday to you as well. Glad to see you here. All right. So this width here, why is it? All right. We need to go all the way here, and we got to hug this, but this thing here also needs to hug. Why is it doing fixed width? I don't understand sometimes how the auto layout works whenever you're making things, but anyways. So this is we'll just call it footer column. Company, and then the column menu, and then link with notice, right? Okay. Right. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. Do we need anything else? And again, should this be a component? Well, what happens if I make this into a component? Let me just see this here for a second. So if I made this into a component, and I duplicated this component, so I guess I could just change this. Can I? I think I can't delete. Well, I guess I could hide. Right, we can hide things. So that might be good. That might be easy enough to do. Maybe we could. And then in here, yeah. And then, but if I change this in a component, change. Yeah, that's going to change there as well too. Okay, let's do that. Let's make this into a component. So delete that. Well, actually, you're in a component right now. So, so yeah, that's good. Footer column. Let's throw you out here. And I guess we can delete this because we just bring this out here. So we have one here, and if we duplicate this one, and then we can just, let me bring up this one right here, and then we'll just change the content here. Okay, so we can easily go, what's it? That's web design. Oh, let me zoom in here. So this is like services, web design, web development. And can I take this thing? I should be able to just hide that. I can. Perfect. Copywriting. Oh, that's not how I spell copywriting. Which might be why I don't do it. Content creation. Branding. And whoops. Identity design. Perfect. Time goes by fast. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, you never know. Before the blink of an eye, who knows what can happen. That's why it's always important to enjoy every day, because you never know when your time might be up. Sorry, I want to go all dark here on everyone here. But it is important. You never know. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Make every day a great day. At least try to anyways. Okay, so then we have products. Again, this is just dummy text here for our components. Templates, components, courses, and we'll say books, and hide these ones. And duplicate, and one last one of resources. We got the blog. We have the what just happened? Because the size, right? Community resources. No, community forum. And let's just say success stories. Training. And events. Okay, so we have these 4 columns. And in this design, they are equally spaced in the middle. So what we'll do is we'll Shift A and throw this. Oh my goodness. Where do we want to throw this one? We're gonna have to throw it inside here in a second. Well, yeah, in a second. But before we do that, we want to, I guess we just want to space it out evenly, but I think then we're gonna have to make each one the same size. Fixed width, and make them each I don't know, say 200, which is going to be okay because this is going to be 100 pixels wide, or 1,000 pixels wide once it's inside where it needs to go. So we're going to say navigation, and oh, hang on, let me look at the top. Oh, right, this one's a little bit different. Right, we're gonna have to take this apart a little bit. Let's throw you in. Throw you in here. I'll have to shift these guys. This guy, okay, you go down. This one, you want to fill the container, and this guy here, you want to also fill the container, but move off to your sides. Okay, that's good. But what we're going to do is we need to take our details out, because you're going to go down at the bottom. And these are just not going to exist. So delete that. And take our social media icons out as well. Throw that there. Oh, no, hang on. That's not exactly what I wanted. This here is what we need to move. There we go. Right, but ooh, I know. Okay, I have an idea. Well, I mean, it's not much of an idea. It's just stealing what I already made. But we're gonna take this guy here. I like this divider, and we're gonna place it right after this one. Let's go in here, and in here. We are going to, you're going to go first and go this way and align, fill the container. There we go. Very nice. I like. However, now that I'm looking at this, I want another line. Let's duplicate it and put it up here. Nice. Very nice. Very nice footer section, if I do say so myself. Yeah, just trying to take a step back here. Have a look. Yeah, I like it. Lots you can do with this footer section in terms of just running with it and then styling it to how you want to see fit, whether you have a full width of your screen, depending on what your website is going to be, or whether you want to take the different components and change out where you have the social media icons, or you want to have the newsletter. Lots you can do with this. Very versatile component, I do believe. At least that's what I'm seeing anyways. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I think we have a few more to do for our footer components. Let's just have a quick look. So we kind of have one duplicated. We already have 2 duplicated. We just did 4. We also have 5 duplicated. So this one here, we need to maybe have a little bit of a duplication here. I think there might be some things I might want to update on this one. We'll have to see. If I view this one, actually doesn't look too bad. What if how responsive is this? It's actually pretty good actually. Yeah, so this is actually a nice one. Yeah, no, this is pretty good. So yeah, so we'll redo this one. And then there's probably a couple other different ones that I might want to do just to give a little bit more variety. And we'll probably end up with around 10 footer components. That's what I'm thinking we're going to have at the end of the day. Let's move this up here a little bit. Yeah, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. So it is 3 o'clock though. So it's time, my scheduled time to go for a walk. It's about the time I just head for a little bit of walk, get some exercise. Middle of the day after sitting down on the computer for quite a while. So always got to get up there and keep moving. So I'm going to end it here on the stream today. So Kevin, Darkness, Leo, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting the stream. Always appreciate you guys being here. So thank you very, very much. And everyone else too. I see a couple likes as well too. So thank you for that. Very much appreciated. And I'm going to keep working on this after I come back from my walk and later on this evening to finish out these footer components and also finish out we need to do one for the team pages. We need team components and we need, We need, like testimonials and reviews, which are almost kind of very similar as well too. So we'll get going on those ones as soon as we finish this footer. So that I'm sure will happen starting sometime tomorrow. All right. So that's it for me for today. Thank you again, once again, for everyone for tuning in. And as always, I'll be back here. Oh my goodness, my throat is killing me. Time to really need to get some more water. This talking and working at the same time, it's, I don't know, it always seems to dry out my throat. Anyways, you don't care so much about that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, I'll be back here again tomorrow for a brand new live stream. Until then, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. There's Leo's comment. You got it, man. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.